Yeah, I talked about these chemical lobotomies on the general public, maybe from food, drink, the toxins they're putting in, and then the air, spraying the air with chemtrails. They're contorting our psyches to fit their whims. The highest and best use they see for us, the useless feeders, right? Like aspartame, which now has been proven. No outrage over this aspartame, right? That they admit now they've proven that it causes dementia, and it's still out there. The kids are chewing the gum. These products. I mean, you think that's not chemical lobotomy right there in your face? It's overt now. What's going on? It's proven that this creates wood alcohol in your system can cause blindness, all sorts of health problems, and yet the FDA says this is generally recognized as safe. My God, what are we accepting here? What the hell is going on? What is wrong with us, man? Not to mention all the sundry drugs, medicines, and concoctions that they keep coming up with and peddling on TV, right? Buy our crap, and, it might kill you, it might cause a worse problem than you have, but buy our crap, right? Here's another correction. Oh, I know. I said Gerald Fleury last week when I met Gerald Celente. I was talking about, asked Gerald Celente why we have terrorism. Maybe it's because we're droning wedding parties in Afghanistan, this sort of behavior. So it's Gerald Celente that said that, not Gerald Fleury, though I do listen to both men. Yeah, let's see here. Great white shark fears in Santa Cruz, I saw on the news. In light of the fact that there's never been a shark attack in the history of the city of Santa Cruz. On the outskirts there has, north and south of the city of Santa Cruz, but never within the Santa Cruz city limits has there ever been a single shark attack. And that's the records I know. You won't find one single shark attack, but yet they're going to alarm people. You got to worry about sharks in Santa Cruz. You don't. Not in the city limits, anyhow. Unless you're going to be the first one, right? Well, I guess there's always a first one. Sean Hannity he's all right, this guy. He's talking like a truther now, and I like that. Tucker Carlson, I like that guy, too. He's all right. He's another truther in the mainstream media, those guys. Oh, I was let down by Johnny Depp. I used to like that guy a little, and I had no idea that he felt. He was pointing to the fact that Abraham Lincoln was killed by an actor back then in the day, and suggesting that it's been a while and that maybe we need another actor to assassinate a president, huh? Yeah, that's pretty disappointing, Johnny Depp. Gary Haven's been a guest on InfoWars recently. He's a really good guy. This guy's a multi-billionaire, according to what I hear, and he doing a lot for the Haitians. And they're talking about what the Clintons have done in their foundation, how they've stolen the vast majority of money from the Haitian people. This foundation they set up, it's just, it's repugnant, it's repulsive, it's reprehensible. I don't know what I can say about that, but these are guys that go into the eye of the storm. I mean, here he is, a multi-billionaire, risking his neck, flying his own small plane with supplies over there. Yeah, I mean, you got to admire someone like that. I mean, that's a beautiful gesture. I already mentioned the 44-year-old woman found dead. Alex Jones had Robert Steele on, and he said something I really liked, and he was suggesting he's starting this, what is he calling it? I can't remember. He's got a name for this new organization he's trying to get started, but he knows this woman, Cynthia McKinney, this congresswoman, and he's talking that he thinks Trump ought to get rid of Pence and hire Cynthia McKinney. And I think that's a great idea. And I think that would really, fix their wagon. I think that'd be a beautiful thing. Trump, McKinney. Oh, that'd be a fantastic presidency. So we don't have to hear this racist or sexist BS anymore. Owen Schroer reported on this Kaspersky investigation. And I think Kaspersky is a fine company myself. I've been using their product for a long time. And I haven't got any Trojans, haven't gotten through. So I think it's a good company. So I already mentioned what the North Koreans and Californians have in common. A lot of us, tens of millions of us are being held hostages. I don't know how many millions in North Africa, but I know here in California we are. The media is bitching and moaning about Trump's asinine comments about Mika Brzezinski and Joel Scarborough being a psycho and Mika bleeding from some facelift or something. I don't know. It seems childish, but but this is something the press wants to fixate on. Whatever sensational thing they can get, they'll do it. To just berate the crap out of them for berating others, it's just childish game. I already talked about Jerome Corsi. I wish he would fixate more on the bailout of '08. Go back then in time and let's have the market correction before he starts, worried about retroactively making these investors whole. Yeah, they got ripped off, and I'm not for taking from Peter to pay Paul. I'm not justifying that action, but let's get real. Let's go back to let's get to the heart of the matter, the meat of the matter. Let's go for the jugular with these people. Let's fix the problems and start playing tiddlywinks with the problems, maintaining them, because everybody's making a buck in the social welfare industry. All these people employed in that industry, the rich dads out there making a fortune through these subsidies from Section 8 housing. All these. This exacerbates the problem greatly. If they got rid of that $50 billion a year, you'd see housing prices plummet overnight. I guarantee. I promise you. So yeah, get rid of that subsidy immediately. Okay, So yeah, way before the health care subsidy. I mean, that's a scam too, but that's just going in the pockets of the insurance company. So yeah, let's break that monopoly up. Let's have a lot of competing little companies making a few bucks instead of just these people just raking more and more in. You see, making sure that guy's not raking in more, that they can beat him. It's all just, it's crony capitalism. It's wrong. It's monopoly. It's collusion of special interest groups. And that's what's going on. That's why the prices of healthcare keep going up. Or let's just go back 100 years. Yeah, get rid of it all. Don't subsidize it at all. Let's go back to how it was 100 years. But we've got to reset the worth of our currency so people can afford to have a tooth pulled if they need to, okay? So they don't die from that, right? At least that, okay? The dental thing, very important. Very important. That we don't just pull the rug out from under people. That we do this thing mindfully, okay? Realizing who's created the poverty in the first place and their motivation. Why the national debt? Why the dubious war? Why do we have this very healthy crime rate? Okay, healthy, okay? And how that gives power and control to the same element of people I'm talking about here. These evil people in high places. Max and Stacey are in Mexico City having fun. He's got a nice lifestyle, he's a nice guy. I like his wife, Stacey. And he and Alex were talking. That was nice. They, brothers from another mother, the kind of relationship with these two guys, which I'm glad to see because Max is really pretty liberal guy. I think he's pretty egalitarian. I like him. Good American to me. That's what a good liberal is to me. It's just a good American. But I like conservatives too. I like conservatives' values and stuff. But that's got to involve fiscal prudency. So I'm a fiscal conservative, but I'm very liberal too. I believe in setting not some of the captives free, all of them free, like Colonel Anthony Schaefer says. This is very American, very constitutional. Some 153 people, I think, was the last report, were killed in Pakistan. And there must have been countless people that were horrifically burned. And this came from a truck carrying gasoline, had an accident, the gas was spilling out, and all the people got around it, and then somebody lit a cigarette, right? Lit a match, whatever. Can you imagine that? I mean, My God, God sees this. God has to see this. How horrible is that? What a way to die. This is the world we live in, folks. That's you, that's me. Okay? This is not okay. Poverty anywhere in the world at this point in history is utterly, absolutely, unequivocally, irrefutably unnecessary human suffering.